what you have in your laps there is a little section from Twelfth Night. And what I'm going to ask you to do is for you to scan the verse. Here's your sort of guidelines. And what all you have to do is trust yourselves, have a good time, don't worry about being right, but just see what you get from scanning the verse yourselves. Okay? Ready? Go. I need a volunteer. You don't have to come up on the stage, but I need you out there. So now you're going to be Olivia. So everybody together, we'll do the first part. If
I did love you in my master's flame,
with
such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would know the sense, I would not understand it.
Why? What would you? Bravo! Okay. Now what I would like to do for you is I would like to put together with this speech both the verse and the play. And I'm going to perform it for you, doing both things at once, but not chewing gum. Anyway, and what I guess I need to tell you the story of the play. See, Viola gets shipwrecked, and this is what I mean telling you like soap operas. Viola gets shipwrecked, and she gets washed up on the shore of a distant land, and she doesn't speak the language, and her dress is all wet, and her hair is a mess, and she doesn't know what to do to protect herself, so she disguises herself as a boy, and she goes to town, and she gets a job working for the Duke. Now, she and the Duke spend a lot of time together, but because she's disguised as a boy, he doesn't know that she's a girl, but she falls madly in love with him. The problem is, the Duke is in love with Olivia, the town airhead. He sends Viola to woo Olivia for him. And when Viola gets there, she discovers that Olivia has absolutely no appreciation for what a wonderful person her beloved Duke is. And she gets a little hot under the collar over it. And then I will point to you. This is Viola from Twelfth Night. If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much.
A couple of things about that verse that are just kind of interesting. That speech that begins, make me a willow cabin. And when I originally did it, I scanned it with that standard variation that I showed you. So I said it, make me a willow cabin. And what I discovered, I thought one day, well, I'll scan it the regular way and see what it sounds like. And I scanned it and it went, make me a willow cabin. And I realized that Shakespeare was saying, not that she was going to go build a little house down at the gate, but that she would be there, night and day, that she was the willow cabin. And I'm telling you these things because they're just wonderful ways, if you want to really get acquainted with Shakespeare, to see how absolutely rich and thrilling he is. Another thing is, he could have used the word wooden. Make me a wooden cabin at your gate. But he used the word willow. And we, in the English language, have a very special connotation to willow. Anybody? Make me a cabin of sorrow. So when you start, if I can inspire you to occasionally play with the verse if you're interested in Shakespeare, those are some of the fantastic things that you discover just playing with the verse. What I'd like to do for you now is what's called the gallop-a-pace speech from Romeo and Juliet. And this is a couple of wonderful poetry things to note in it. One of the things that Shakespeare was a master at was of using sounds that evoked what the actual experience was like. So the opening line of Gallop Apace goes, "Gallop apace, you fiery foot that speeds towards feet persuasion," which to me sounds like horses galloping. Another one that inside this speech that I just love is he says, "And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars." So that he takes the language and he evokes from what for me is that feeling of little stars twinkling. And this is the Gallop Apace speech from Romeo and Juliet. "Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love-performing night, that rude day's eyes might wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties, or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil night, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Could my unmanned blood bathe me my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love grown bold, think true love acted, simple modesty. Come, night, come, Romeo, come, thou day and night, for thou shalt lie upon the wings of night, as white as new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I bought the mansion of a lover, not possessed it, and though I am sold, not enjoyed, so tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival, to an impatient child who hath new robes and may not wear them. Here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. How now, nurse? What?